What's going on, my peoples? Today we're gonna be kind of watching like a deep type of video. A serious video. It's not gonna be our usual, fun type of reacts where I'm just saying like bullshit. It's gonna actually be insightful. And yeah, we're reacting to Tristan Jazz having brain surgery, and you know what I mean. Um, yeah, I just pray, for him. Hoping that everything goes well. Today I saw his IG post. Actually, if y'all want, I could show y'all it. Tristan Jazz. He basically wait. Let me go to IG. He basically, oh no, can't sign in, but basically everything went well, and you know what I mean. He had a successful brain surgery, but yeah, I just hope all the like his recovery and everything goes really well. This is one of my favorite creators. He's a real hooper, bro. When he hoops, it's all positive energy. He's not out there being a fool, none of that. And you feel me personally, I apologize if my content ever gets toxic. But you feel me? I just always try to respond to what other people are giving. You know what I mean? If it's a chill game, I'm gonna be chill. If people are disrespectful, that's the only time I ever be like crashing out low key. You know what I mean? Tristan Jazz is definitely one of the people I'll be looking up to for sure. Cause yeah, bro, all of his content is
The
positive.
night before
It's good
Sprite's
basketball. It's good
and the
hoops.
cloth came. Sprite Winter Spice Cranberry was the name of his game, and they heard him exclaim as he peeked out of sight.
Now I'm watching the damn ad, bro. And also I'm pre med, so I feel like yeah, I'm gonna just talk to y'all about this stuff. If I know anything, I already watched the video. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I still wanted to just show my reaction on camera to y'all and let y'all know what's going on. You know what I mean? Obviously, no one deserves this, but it just hurts a little bit more. That this is like one of my favorite creators. Yeah, bro. It just like I don't know. It gave me like a little like reminder just to be grateful and thankful for everything that's going on because you never know, bro. Like anything can happen. And yeah, bro. You just gotta be grateful. Just keep working. And, feel me? But let's put it on like 1.5 so that we can just get like no, it's getting kind of late for me. It's 3:09, but yeah, let's go 1.5. I guess I think that's fair.
So this kind of all started in 2019. Um, I woke up in the hospital. My whole family was in the room. I didn't know what was going on, and they told me I had a seizure. That led to me getting an MRI of my brain, which then showed that there was some sort of tumor, a lesion, or a cyst on like the right side of my brain. This morning had kind of a really bad accident. I woke up this morning. A couple days before my birthday, I had a seizure. My girlfriend found me basically like seizing um, upstairs in my bed, like literally about to fall off the bed, just kind of going crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like yesterday I was watching this, I was just thinking of how like a seizure must have felt and this shit, bro. It's just really scary, man.
And I didn't know why that happened. And in 2019, when we found that, it was very small. It wasn't that big. He pulled up the images in my brain so I could literally see the pictures of it, and it's so crazy because like you see my brain, and then you see like a white dot, and it's just like, damn, that's just crazy. He basically calmed me down a lot more. He said you have nothing to worry about. He said this looks like a cyst. He said we can't be 100% sure that it's a cyst unless we went into your brain and took out a little piece of it to sample it.
Mm,
But from the pictures, he said it looks like a cyst.
they had a
They labeled the
biopsy.
seizure that I had in 2019 a sleep-deprived seizure, right? This was around a time where things started blowing up
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that scared me as well because recently my sleep schedule's been horrible, so I gotta lock the hell in. It's just a risk, bro. Take y'all sleep seriously.
for me. Money started coming in as a business. You know, my sleep schedule was really messed up though at the time. I'm not gonna lie. It was December, so we just got back from LA. We were filming like every day, going hard. Completely just messed up because I was going so hard trying to upload every day in December. I was just going nonstop, editing all night. I wasn't staying hydrated. I wasn't eating food. I was filming a bunch of videos. I was going, and I wasn't taking care of my health. And when I was in the hospital, they're like, you're extremely dehydrated, you're extremely tired and exhausted. We think that this was a sleep-deprived seizure. My doctor is pretty much saying, well, it's in an area that can cause seizures. Do I think it caused you a seizure? I don't think so. I think you had a sleep-deprived seizure because you met your stress levels at the top of the threshold, and that's when your body just had a seizure. Could I have prevented it? 100%. If I was taking time to relax and chill, sleep properly, eat healthy, drink water. Seriously, you guys watching this video need to take care of your mental health and your overall health. So that's kind of what I've gone with over the past
Take care of your mental health for
couple years, because like I really don't know, and that's one of the scariest things, is like I don't know. By the grace of God, I've been super blessed the past 6-7 years, whatever. I've not had a seizure since 2019, which I've been more cautious about getting the proper sleep at night, trying to stay hydrated throughout the day, and taking care of my body. They inject me with a dye, so when they do the MRI, it's like a clearer picture.
so it's like not like a fluorescence type of thing.
Of everything.
Yeah.
So they would see like if it was swelling part of my brain, but it's not.
Yeah.
So one thing that the doctor thinks that it could be, and I'm just praying that this is what it is, because then I wouldn't have to worry about it as much. Because doc's like, if this thing keeps getting bigger, we might have to go in there and actually like drain it or take it out or whatever. And I'm like, shit, I don't even want to think about that. I've had my fair share of taking MRIs of my brain, go inside of a tube, like your whole body, and there's like a cage around your face, and you gotta lay there for like 30 minutes and not move, so they could get a clear image. But I started getting these MRIs in 2019 every 6 months, and eventually they let me go to once a year because they were not seeing that much growth. All right, yearly MRI of the brain. Got my fit on. See what I'm saying? Whole fit. I gotta put these socks on. Yeah, hopefully it did not grow. It's always a crazy time every year to do this. So you sit and it's loud. It's cold as f in the room. It's loud. It's burn, 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 dun, 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 dun. Like it's these crazy loud noises. Yeah, you kind of just have to sit there. It's crazy. But I tell some people that have claustrophobic problems about this, and they're like, F that. I would never step foot in that room.
Shit. Wait, did I take an MRI before? I think I had a CT scan. I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure I had a CT scan, but I feel like it was like a similar experience. Like I kept hearing noises and shit. Did I remember that? I think my mom might. I don't even know. I mean, I probably shouldn't be speaking about my mom. It's like not my business, but
He's right here, man. He's like the nicest man.
by the way, bro, shout out T Jass, man. This takes a lot to really talk about. It's something that's like really, really sensitive type of thing. So the fact that he's able to come out and document this whole thing, shout out to him. And I feel like it's also like a very inspirational thing because someone else could be going through the same thing. But seeing how T Jazz is fighting through it, documenting it, really motivate someone else. So, shout out to him. Prayers up, bro. And yeah, basically, this thing just keeps getting bigger. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too well versed with the brain, so my fault. I'm not sure what this is called right here. I haven't studied the brain in a minute, but yeah, this thing is just getting bigger. And as you can see,
He's like the nicest man.
I think they might explain it, but yeah, this thing just keeps getting bigger. Okay, he says it. Oh, but it doesn't. Okay, yeah, it says it right there. All right, he
Why
circles it.
did you order 20 gallons of
Bro,
hot
come on,
sauce?
bro. Stop with the ads, bro.
I usually do my MRI in the morning, and then I meet with my neurosurgeon right after my MRI so he could read me the results the day of. It kind of works out nicely like that. I get into the office after my MRI, vibes are good, doctor comes in, all these good things, and then all of a sudden, boom, you just feel the vibe totally shift in the room when he pulls up my images of my brain on the computer, because he goes like, we found something that we haven't seen before, and I'm just like, what the f does that mean?
What I look for on some of these pictures to see if it has any aggressive features, things like that. Nothing here that I'm really worried about except for this one new spot in the middle that wasn't there before.
What is that?
Well, when we start to see spots like that, then I start to get nervous. So you can see this is what it was before, this is what it's now. Could be nothing, could be something that's changing in this, could be something that we need to do something about. So the question becomes, what do we do now?
So you can see the cyst, you can see the growth from 2019 until now. But you then see a small little dot in the middle of the cyst. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like what the f is this? Like, is this cancer? Is this, he hasn't told me yet. I'm just I'm freaking, I haven't said anything.
I'm not gonna lie. That must be like very, very scary. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna continue.
No, but I'm like freaking out in my head. Then all of a sudden he says, well, I want you to meet with my partner.
But I'm gonna want you to meet one of my new partners, not due to neurosurgery, but someone who deals with stuff like this a lot more.
Quote unquote, he says, my partner has more
tools in his tool bag to take care of this kind of thing.
Bro, you know how scary that must be? Like, this is the thing about science and stuff, bro. It's like it's kind of scary. It's like for medical school and stuff. There's all these professionals who go to school for a bunch of years, but then the human body, there's just like so many things going on. It's like it's important. I mean, it's like impossible to know every single thing. And obviously, the human race has come very far in the medical field, but it's still like I don't know. It just like sometimes it bugs me out, like how much is still undiscovered, and it's just like crazy to me. But, yeah, like this must be very scary. Like hearing like a health professional tell you that, like they don't really have the answers for you. And yeah, man, pray yourself, bro.
He's like, I want you to meet with him like as soon as possible. We should kind of get the ball moving and figure out what we're going to do here. He's like, we're going to take your images of your brain and we're going to present them to a tumor board, which is pretty much like a room of 30 brain surgeons that sit and they review images every week, and they all come up with the best solution that they work together to look at these images and kind of see what the best solution is. So he wanted me to meet with this new guy on Tuesday before the pictures go to the tumor board on a Wednesday. Kind of just was sitting in the room like shocked. It's roughly like the same size, but there's like a different type of like a dot like in there right now, which kind of concerns him. So they're gonna present it to the tumor board Wednesday, but he wants me to meet with his brain surgeon partner on Tuesday to see if I like the guy, just in case they got to go in there and take it out or figure out what it is.
I can take it out. I got a shot.
I get to the hospital Tuesday and we kind of get right into it. I meet him for the first time. Walking in with moms. We've been doing this a couple years now, right? He says the same thing like I've been saying. We found this dot in there. It's something is changing in there. We need to do something about this. And that's when he told me that I'm gonna need brain surgery. And when I heard that, my heart just dropped. It's hard to describe the feeling when you're sitting there and you have somebody else telling you that they need to go open up your brain and take something out. So I'm like, what is this surgery like? Like, what am I about to go through? And he explained it to me. So first thing he said was, you're gonna have a scar from like somewhere over here all the way, like somewhere, something like this. They're gonna open it up. They remove a piece of my skull. By the way, this is crazy that I'm even like saying this shit. This is so crazy to me. They remove a piece of my skull.
Ooh.
There's like a protective layer that's around your brain that covers your brain. He described it as a water balloon. Cut that open, they'll open that up, and then they have access to my brain. Now, the crazy part is about this surgery is they're actually going to be removing a piece of my brain permanently, which is very scary because they can't say for sure what that's going to do to me.
Yeah, no, this part is very, very scary. And yeah, bro.
Holy shit. I don't even know how I'm feeling. Wow, so there's a less than 1% chance that my speech can be affected, memory can be affected. The surgery is going to be about 3 to 4 hours with an additional 2 hours on top of that because they want to get MRIs of my brain literally while my brain is open to make sure they got everything that they wanted to get out. He did say there's some risks of going in there and doing this, and I literally just got off the phone with a doctor or his nurse a couple days ago explaining everything. It was like she did a contract with me over the phone.
I, Tristan, agree to have the following surgery procedure. Right craniotomy for tumor resection with intraoperative monitoring. Right meaning that we're going to be going in on the right side. Craniotomy meaning that we're going to be cutting the bone. It says that you have to talk to your healthcare provider and understand the following risks, which include bleeding and infection, but we'll be giving you antibiotics in the procedure.
It's scary. Okay, bleeding, infections, antibiotics. Bro, bro, it's so crazy how easily that you can like contaminate. Learn that in my microbiology class. I think it was like one of the projects or some shit. I made like a small mistake and like it was just I think the shit got contaminated, but no, they didn't know about it. So we still finesse low key, but it's crazy. You got to be like careful and stuff.
Scalp laceration and blood clots. The lacerations can occur when you use a head holder to hold your head still during the procedure, and it can cause some small lacerations on your scalp. It says there's a risk of stroke. While we feel the risk is rare, it is possible, and it can cause weakness, loss of vision, and loss of speech. There's a risk for a cerebrospinal fluid leak, but there are things we can do to correct that. There's a risk for hoarseness and difficulty swallowing from the use of a breathing tube. And as with all surgeries, there's an inherent risk for a need for further surgery, heart attack, seizure, numbness and tingling, injury to nearby nerves and structures, and injury to nearby blood vessels. There's a risk for hardware malfunction and skin burn from the different sensors we use on your skin interacting with different machinery and causing some irritation. And death is listed on here. However, we would not proceed if we thought your risk is high. It is always a risk. The next session talks about blood products. We don't anticipate you're going to need any blood products for this procedure. However, if something were eminently to happen, are you okay with receiving them?
Yes, I'm okay with receiving them if I need, if it's needed.
Okay.
This might be. Oh no. Okay.
And then the next one
Okay, this isn't part of the video, but he
says,
leaked
all
the
of my
number
questions
back
have
to
been
me,
answered
bro.
and I agree to the procedure.
And I'm just
Yes.
showing it.
Yeah,
Oops.
yeah, I give.
Hopefully, no one
I
watched my
think
video
you
either
know
way. But
if Dr. Desai, if something were to go wrong or something, and he needed to change the course, I trust him to make his best judgment for sure.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. If there's something that needs to
bro, this thing is just so scary, man. Bro, Tristan Jazz, damn, he's really strong for this mother. I don't know what I would do in this situation. It's just so scary, man. Because there's so many risks involved as well. And yeah, man, damn, he's really, a fighter for this one.
change course for your safety and well-being, he will change course for your safety and well-being. Perfect. When you meet with pre-admission testing, they'll give you a little bit more information about when and where to arrive, okay?
Cool, sounds good.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. Bye. I'm in the airport right now, and I got to do these calls and stuff. Pretty much giving consent that I'm okay to go through with the surgery. It's just kind of crazy because all the shit she's saying, like this could lead to death, this could lead to blood clots, this could lead to.
I mean, no, no, bro, no. Guys, I'm sorry, I just don't do ads at all. Okay, leave me alone.
All these different things. It's just such a mental, just like it's up, honestly. But if this is what we're gonna have to do, then we're gonna have to do it. But the best case scenario with this surgery is I go through it. The doc, told me, he's like, I usually want my patients, the day of surgery, after surgery, or the next day, I want them up and walking around in the ICU. Then we're looking at 3 to 4 weeks recovery, where I'll probably just be at my house, not doing anything, which is going to be a very tough thing for me because I'm always doing something. I've never sat in a bed and laid down for 3 to 4 weeks. And
This part is tough. I remember I had like typhoid. I was doing that for like a week, and I felt like, bro, that shit was like trash, bro. Like literally, that shit was so boring and dead, bro. I was just waiting. I was like, bro, when will I get back to regular life?
who knows? It could be longer. It could be shorter. Everybody's body works differently. Then I'm gonna probably slowly get back, working out, eating right, just all these different things. That's best case scenario. But I'm really preparing for anything at this point. There's all these risks. There's all these what ifs. I love the process of starting over from zero. I've had to do it plenty of times. We've filmed plenty of series with injuries and, different things like that. Nothing ever of this, right? Like I've never had one surgery in my life. This will be my first surgery ever. I'm not excited that I have to do all of this, but I am excited to challenge myself no matter what the outcome is when I wake up. Trust me, I was asking him a million questions in there. Will I have to have another surgery down the road? Am I going to wake up and be like a completely different person? Like, I was asking him all these questions, and truth is, he can't give me an answer because, like I said, they don't know what it is. They can't give me an answer, and it sucks.
I like the doctor.
That's crazy, man. That's the thing I was talking about earlier. It's like, damn, it's like the top, the people that are most knowledgeable on the subject, like aren't able to tell you like what's going on. It's scary. Obviously, these doctors, they're well trained and stuff. So, I trust that they'll make the right decisions.
He seemed very knowledgeable and very expertise in this kind of stuff. He was very informative. He answered all of our questions, gave us options, and I felt comfortable after I left the visit. Well, one, it's my son, and that's just right out of the gate hard. I don't like to see him have to go through this.
I could definitely.
I'm not gonna lie. I think like for me, I don't really see a future for me in brain surgery. I don't think I'm interested in any type of surgery. But I'm not gonna lie, watching these videos made me like, more interested though. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's keep going.
Keep this private for family and friends and go ghost on my social media platforms, and I could probably repurpose a bunch of old content and be posting that. But for me, I've always kind of documented these battles that I've gone through, whether it's an injury, whether it's me throwing myself in the fire playing professional basketball. I've always loved documenting these different experiences, and this one is completely different from any of that.
This is like unrelated, but that's actually crazy, by the way, that he's able to play professional basketball. You know what I mean? This is an influencer who's able to play professional basketball. So that's very impressive in my books.
And I think like I wanted to film all of this and document everything because it's going to be such a tough battle and a tough time that I just want to show anybody out there that whether you're going through a brain surgery, heart surgery, anything that could be, you know, scary, like I'm a human too. Yeah, I got all this social media stuff going on and everything I do, but like I'm a human just like you guys, and we're all gonna go through things in life. It might not be the prettiest things, you know. It's you're gonna have horrible days, you're gonna have great days. You can go through anything and bounce back. It sucks, yes, but I'm excited to document this whole process and share my journey with you guys.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This right here, very, very motivational. You feel me? Um, you know, what I mean, we complain about a lot of things. You know, we all of us go through a lot of problems, but it's just like I don't know, bro. I feel like sometimes we gotta be grateful, bro. Cause yeah, man. Yeah, this is a really yeah, man. Hey, Tristan Jazz. You know, love. I always been loving what he's doing. You know, he's one of my role models for a reason. You know, I only have a very. I mean, I think I have a bunch of role models, but I'm very specific about my role models. Like I only choose certain people, and from Tristan Jazz, you can see, bro, this is one of the reasons he's my well, like one of my role models, bro. Like you know, he's really a fighter type shit, and you know, he's just being a big motivation and a warrior to all of us, bro. So respect to him, and yeah, bro. That's okay. That was it for the video, and yeah, bro. Just prayers up for Tristan Jazz, bro. I hope. I mean, I know everything will go well. You know what I mean? And I'll pray for that, and I hope y'all, you know, drop y'all prayers as well, and pray for him. And yeah, man. Okay, damn, that's crazy. I didn't even know. Yeah, obviously I'm subscribed and stuff. You know, that's one of my role models, bro. And obviously this shouldn't happen to anyone, but you know what I mean. It just hits a little bit different. That's like one of my favorite creators. But yeah, man, everything you know will be all right. No, obviously I saw the Instagram post today. I was like really relieved. But yeah, man. You know, hopefully the recovery and everything goes right, and you know what I mean. He'll keep he'll keep us updated, obviously, and yeah, bro, we're gonna stay updated as well. If he drops another like video after, you know, we'll definitely check it out. Yeah, man. Catch y'all, man. Take care and feel me. Always be positive. You feel me? And yeah, take care, y'all.